Welcome to the Pie Strong Podcast with Brad, Matt, and Jack.
Oh, you sausage, you little fart, you little fart.
The dude has grass. He's allowed to mow it.
She has a
Well, what's he
smash
gonna do?
burger.
I hope Guts pisses on you when they fucking lose.
Rightio, welcome back to the Pie Strong Podcast. I'm away in Burren at the moment, so I've got this little janky set up, but we're making it work. Actually got video happening, so I'm happy with that. Got the social one set up, got the YouTube one set up. It all looks rudimentary, but very, very workable. So
You're a
how are we,
fucking
boys?
whiz, mate.
Oh, go away.
We fucking love you.
A technology savage. That's what
I'd
you are.
be doing screen recording off my phone if
Yeah.
it was Matt
Yeah.
and I. Just then
Yeah.
fucking trying to upload that to fucking YouTube, man. There's no way we'd know what to do.
You're a bit more advanced than that, Jack. Go on, give yourself
Nah,
some credit.
I'm really not.
I was going to bring me second screen away. I should have now, because I've got to keep flicking through shit, make sure I don't minimise you guys.
You'll be
Anywho,
right. We'll make it work.
let's fly straight into this UFC 313 review. So the Yanks were going ape shit. Apparently they couldn't even buy the pay-per-view through ESPN. So,
Interesting.
massive problem there. From what I've read, they couldn't get on until the co-main event.
Oh,
How insane is that?
they missed a
I'd be
bit too as well because it was a decent card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking really good.
So that ESPN deal is running out soon. So this is like a nail in the coffin for them. So I think that Netflix chance of them going to Netflix is much higher now after this.
Really?
Yeah. So the thing that I first thought about was pay-per-view points. Alex Pereira just got fucked by ESPN. If no one's able to buy it.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that. Fuck, he would have got mollywopped too
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Insane. Poor
He
bugger.
literally KO'd twice in one night. Fucking dead.
KO'd the
Jesus.
wallet. But yeah, so we'll just go through notable moments from that one. So the first fight was on the early prelims. Not much happening there, but the first fight on the early prelims was Francis Marshall. He got absolutely fucking robbed. I could not get over this one. What do you
That blew
reckon?
my fucking mind that he... Yeah, I remember watching it going, man, this is easy win.
You look up
Easy
the,
win for Marshall.
You look up the verdict scorecards, and the whole world scored it for Francis Marshall. But
That's what I looked for because you got me onto verdict, Brad, and I didn't watch the card because I was working, so I was trying to keep it a surprise to watch it live.
Yep.
But I couldn't help listening to you fuckers with the 30,000 messages, and the first thing that caught my eye was robbery because it comes up at the top of your phone, right?
Yeah.
And I went straight to verdict because you put me on the verdict, and I was like, has he got it the wrong way around here? Because I thought you were talking about the other guy that, yeah, man, it was literally one-sided.
Oh, because he was my first leg in my multi, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. So I transferred money and put a couple more on, but yeah, it turns out he fucking won. And then even Myron Santos said,
brother.
yeah, Santos said afterwards, he said, I rewatched the fight, and Francis was right. He won the fight.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, definitely. He tweeted it, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
You
rare
don't
for a fight.
don't hear Friday.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. So next up we had Alex Morono. He got molly-whopped in the first round by Carlos
Literally
Steele.
pumped.
Mm.
That was another rock'em sock'em robots fight. They were just swinging. Like Alex was against the cage all fucked up, just swinging back. It was nuts. And then
Got pumped.
next fight, Bruno Ferreira. I beat Jack in the head-to-heads here, so
Yeah.
I was very happy with this
Just
one.
a little fucking dig there. Do you know what? I was alive to, no, I wasn't, because once you got them, your odds were far, and
I was
needed
still
all my
alive
to
because
try-
I needed Gaethje to win. Was it Gaethje? Not Gaethje to win. I needed a KO from someone.
Hang on, I got him.
Yeah,
So
all
you
mine,
needed,
all mine were
Gaethje
like the
just
last
straight
three
win.
fights.
Oh, I needed Bahamondos to KO.
Oh, that's
Turner.
right. But
Turner.
he got a submission. That's
And
like
I
that.
would have been,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's like
Kills
that
me.
Terrence McKinney fight that I bet on. I put a fair bit of money on him actually to get a KO in the first round, and he got a submission. I'm like, motherfucker, he's knocked everyone out, and now he just whips his submission out of nowhere. And that's the same thing Bahamondes did.
Who would have thought Bruno Ferreira was going to fucking throw up a sub?
Yeah, I thought it'd be like
the guy was throwing haymakers for
Yeah.
fucking days.
So I was betting on the haymaker KO. That's what I thought would happen, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I was
why
on
you got
Turner,
double
so
chance.
fuck you both.
Oh, jeez. Great fight. And then Joshua
Yeah, it
Van,
was.
this is my MVP of the whole card because I was just so fucking impressed with Joshua Van's takedown defense.
Unreal.
This was another undefeated fighter that lost his O.
Was this the Japanese fighter?
Yeah, so that makes it 14 fighters now so far this year who have lost their zero. It's insane, isn't it? Very talent rich.
The year of losing zero.
Yeah.
Just means there's like depth to the roster out there, right?
Yeah, it's nuts. So I don't know how many takedowns this fella went for. It was a fucking lot.
It was a lot.
21 attempted. He got 4, and Joshua Van got straight back up pretty much for all of them. And he apologised on Twitter. It's like, fuck, cunt, you just put on a mad show, like impeccable takedown defence. It was, pretty to watch. I really enjoyed that.
We'll up on the apologies, brother. It's fine.
Yeah, insane. And then we got Mauricio Rufy versus King Green. He got a spinning heel kick.
Brother.
Man.
Brother.
I got a bit of trivia
Holy
with this dude
shit.
too. His name's not Rufy. His name's Mauricio Santos. Because I collect UFC cards, as you know, and Topps has the contract for the cards at the moment, and they do what's called Topps Now. They do it for WWE, they do it for F1, a few other sports, soccer, that sort of shit. And it's iconic moments, like for each card. Like if there's a big soccer game on, if something mad happens, they'll, do the Topps Now player cards. So I'm looking at these cards. I normally buy them all the last few times I have. And I see Mauricio Santos. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I zoomed in on the picture and it's the heel kick. And I'm like, oh, that's Rufy.
It's old Roofy. Steak Roofy, bro.
Where does Rufy come from then?
Luffy, the anime character, his brother called him Rufy. I don't know how Rufy means Luffy, but whatever.
That sounds fucking cooler anyway. Let's stick with Roofy.
Yeah, so
I love it.
the pose he did, I didn't notice it at first, but when he was getting introduced by Buffy, he did the Luffy or Luffy, however you say it. It's from One Piece, I think. Is that where it's from?
It's popular, that One Piece now, or the One Punch Man or whatever. I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Little gangly, skinny dude. He does this crouching pose or something before he fights, and that's what Rufy did. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
But what about the guy? Isn't he a reincarnation of Conor McGregor?
Yeah,
Just a bigger, better, faster Conor.
Yeah.
Chin up in the air, karate stands. It's fucking cool to see.
Yeah. But that
Bounces in and
spinning
out.
heel kick, when he threw it, all I heard in my head is it's like a baseball bat with a 9-iron attached to it. I'm just like,
I could never land that in his best fucking day.
But how did he set it up though? It was so cool. He threw that fucking punch and just let the punch go through, and then he just followed through with the kick. It was awesome to see. And then your guys' favourite fight, Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Lucindo. That was
fucking kept my multi going, you assholes.
I bet on Amanda too. But I went and cooked myself a feed. I didn't even watch this fight.
I went and took a shit. They were fighting. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
God.
It was fucking boring. I watched it. It was fucking boring.
Yeah.
It's a good break. It's a good break.
Yep.
Get up and stretch your legs. Look, they tried. They tried hard. Well done, women.
So next up, Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Bahamondes gets a submission in round 1.
It was fucking slick, wasn't it? I thought, why the fuck are you going to your back? And
what's he
he
say?
just throws up a
I'm a
triangle.
grappler now. I'm a grappler now. But sad story at the end of that. Jalen Turner retires. But
that's crazy that he did, eh?
He must have a lot of demons in his head, like to just not be like backing himself like that anymore.
I seen him.
He looks
live.
21.
He's like 29, I think. Somewhere.
Yeah, but
29,
I mean, like he looks 21. Like the guy looks. Anyway,
he's had some decent fights. So 2018, UFC debut, fights Vicente Luque, gets knocked out. He knocks out Callan Potter in Australia. I was there for that one. He got decision loss to Matt Favola. He beats Brock Weaver, Josh Coulibaugh. It's a pretty good win, that Coulibaugh one. He beats Uris Medic. He beats Brad Riddell. Jamie
Jeez, he went
Malarkey.
on a bit of a streak, eh?
He's taken out all the Aussies. Glad he retired. He beats King Green. He beats Dan. He loses to Dan Hooker. He loses to Mateusz Gamrot. 2024 takes us to the Renato Moicano fight, which he should have won because he knocked Moicano on his ass and then went for the walk-off KO. But the ref didn't stop it, so Moicano stands up and then knocks him out. So,
and that probably lost a bit of stock for him because everyone's seen it as you literally had the opportunity to finish him and you're a bit of a dick. So
silly decision.
That's probably where the demons are coming from.
Yeah, poor bugger. And then next up we had Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev. How'd you score this one?
29-28 Gaethje.
Yeah, I did too, but there's a lot of people calling this one a robbery.
No, God no.
Call it a robbery, but
those people are fucking high.
Yeah,
I think at worst you could have said it was a fucking draw, depending on how much coke the fucking judges were taking. But Gaethje definitely took control of the fight. Like it wasn't a one-sided. Gaethje absolutely fucking destroyed him. But
no, it was more optics because Fiziev was tired at the end of it. Like he just looked drained. Gaethje was just fresh, so doing Gaethje shit.
100%, but it was definitely a good back and forth fight. Like that first round was undoubtedly Fiziev's, just because of the takedowns, and like you wouldn't expect that from someone like Fiziev, just because he's known as a striker. But he definitely mixed it up, which was great to see.
I think he had to try to go hand on hand with him last time, and he ended up coming out like a fucking squash custard tart. So I think wrestling
again, it was still a backwards and forwards fight. That one, I think he just.
Like
probably has a lot of scar tissue around his face.
Have you ever dropped a custard tart on the road and picked it back up, Brad, and looked at it? It doesn't look very nice, mate.
Not picked it up.
That's what his head looked like.
Yeah. Fucking hell. On to the main event, we had Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. So when I watched it, I scored it for Pereira. And the only reason I did that was I think the third round was a swing round and Magomed did nothing with the cage control. That's the only reason why.
But it wasn't even like that long of cage control either, which is, the hard thing to really take. And he outstruck him.
Yeah, Pereira's getting strikes. In that round,
he's significant strikes.
Control.
He realised after that second round where he got hurt and wobbled that he needed to do more. So he picked up the pace. He had a bit of a recovery round, but he was throwing punches like the Alex Pereira we know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's aren't going to like me, boys. He's aren't going to like me.
You dirty fucking rat.
No, look,
you love the rats now, don't you?
I wanted Pereira to win more than anyone, right? But I think with that wobble, with the pressure from Ankalaev, I definitely think that Ankalaev won the fight. I thought the Reyes effect, when you've seen it, I know you guys mentioned it in the chat, you have to do heaps to beat the champion, and I totally agree. But Ankalaev won that fight. There was that Pereira wasn't even a third of what he looked like in most fights. His movement, the way he's too invested in the leg kicks. He didn't use his fucking. It was. I think he just. It was funny. The last two podcasts we've spoken about him still being in Australia, doing all this fucking TikTok work, fucking Nina, doing all this other shit but training. And here we are. Here we are talking about no more Sharma. It's Ankalaev time. And that fucking burns me soul. But
it's big Unk time. That's what I reckon.
Look, Dana wants that rematch. Like he wants Pereira back in that championship because when was the last time you had an active champion that fought 3 times in 1 year?
I can tell you, brother. I can tell you.
Who?
His name starts with C and his last name ends with an R, and that spells Conor McGregor. One of the most active fucking fighters ever, mate.
No. Champion.
Yeah, champion.
Champion. He wasn't the champion.
Brother. He was always
wasn't the champion.
brother.
He fucking won the featherweight title. He went up to the fucking lightweight, won that title, then fucked off and fought Mayweather.
Double champ, brother. Double
Came
champ.
back and got choked by fucking Khabib.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Oh shit, Jack just cut out. Is he still there?
Hey, you don't like the truth, do you?
No, I didn't actually. It fucking hurt.
I'll finish breaking that one down because we got a question about that one later on. But anyway, the fight was a massive letdown. Both fighters were shit, I thought.
Yep, agreed. It wasn't fuck, that was a good fight. It was like, fuck, that was disappointing.
Yep.
How did Alex Pereira let that one go?
Yep. So we got the Mutt multi failed as always. So just to, don't ever bet on the Mutt multi because it's not.
No, always bet on the Mutt multi.
I reckon we should change it. I think
Matt
we should
will always fuck your bet up.
I think we should change it. Still call it the Mutt multi, but we should try and win.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, we'll call it.
Your picks have got to be over $5.
Yeah,
we'll change it from the Mutt multi.
That's
we might call it.
That's $3.
$5.
Oh fuck!
It's doable.
Well, look,
it's doable because it's got to be. It's got to be.
$5's better than 23.
Let's put a cap on the top, so it's got to be between like $5 and $10.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
So no more subs by fucking Strickland.
Fuck
that.
Bobby Green.
Yeah, we can skip over this anyway. We can skip over it because I didn't win. So
no, we're going to go over it because I take the win and I got the second clean sweep win of the year. So.
Yeah. No one gives a fuck.
Sharma.
Get off your high horse.
Sharma. There's no more Sharma, brother. There's no more Sharma.
It's big unk time, I mean. Big betting time.
Yeah.
That's haram to bet, so I can't bet no more. We're going to can the Mutt multi from now on. It's big unk time.
Yeah. Good. Congratulations, mate. You've been really solid. I don't want to really give you a victory speech, but you have had the better strategy. So,
yes.
And you come last too as well. So that's big to watch all the good picks get taken and you still win. That's credit to your knowledge.
Well, it just worked out well. My first pick was Ruffy.
Yeah, right. Well,
so
that's what I was confident with. Turner, Pereira, and Lemos. Yeah.
So the betting totals.
My first pick was Ruffy. Shut the fuck up.
Shut your mouth.
You fucking fool.
Betting totals. We got me. I've won $89. Matt's won $63, and Jack's won $20.
Yeah, you're doing well, Jack. Just keep trying, mate.
I'm trying, boys. I'm trying.
Sharma.
Rightio. We're going to play Matchmaker Monday, even though it's Thursday. So I want to know.
Let's pretend it's Monday, though.
Who's next for King Green?
Some fucking tin can that he needs to get a fucking win so his confidence is back up and he can just go out there and fucking keep doing what he does.
Yep. Tin can. Keep the fans happy.
Yeah.
But who does he deserve? Like, he is a fucking tin can. Like, he needs to realize that he's fucking gone and changed his name to King and got some grills and all the fucking bling. But when's the last time the guy won?
I'll have a look.
I actually watched some highlights today of Bobby Green. And it was just all him getting knocked out.
I like the guy. He talks some smack and all that, but he went on a bit of a streak. But I'm pretty sure he's been absolutely fucking pumpernickeled the last 5 times.
So he beat Jim Miller in 2024. So he's got he lost to Roofy, lost to Paddy Pimblett, beat Jim Miller. I'm going backwards here.
He lost to Turner.
Yep. Beat Grant Dawson. Knocked him out in the first. He lost to Drew Dober, Islam Makhachev. He beat Nasrat Hakparast. So he's hit and miss. He's got some good wins.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it's not as if he's losing to fucking top 5 too as well. He's getting fucking pumped by fucking.
So Islam Makhachev
it's easy to say that they're not top 5, but these guys are going to be top 5 that he's losing to. Do you know what I mean? Like, Roofy's going to be a top 5 fighter. He's going to fight for the championship. I reckon that's a guarantee.
He's not even in the top 15.
No, I know.
Who?
Roofy.
No, Green.
Roofy, yeah.
Green I'm talking about.
No, so same with Roofy, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I honestly don't know who's the next. I think
I like the first
needs
answer,
to-
Tin Can. Just give us someone he can bash up and give a good fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Who's next for Hoofy?
I reckon he needs a top 10 fight.
He called
And I
out
reckon
Beneil Dariush. I like that one.
I like that one. He's number 9, Beneil. And I reckon
Okay.
either number 9 or number 10, which is Moicano, Manny Moicano. I reckon that'd be a good fight. I reckon those two fights are the ones he should be targeting. And I think
I like Beneil better because I think it's going to give him a bit of a look at the wrestling too as well.
that's if Beneil uses it, I guess. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
no.
I think we've seen what Armin and Charles both did to Beneil on the feet. They made him look fucking like he's an up and coming fighter, like a nobody.
Yeah.
I think Roofy on the feet will just absolutely destroy him, and I don't think Beneil will have the chance to get him down because he'll just fuck him up on the feet before that.
I think Beneil's getting a bit long in the tooth as well, so that's not going to help him.
Yeah.
Who we got next for Bahamondes? I'm going to say Grant Dawson.
Who?
Grant Dawson. He's ranked number 14. Ignacio just got into the top 15. He's ranked 15.
Yeah. Look, I guess if we're thinking about giving Roofy a top 10 fight, and he's not even ranked in the top 15, shouldn't we consider Bahamondes a fight in the top 10 as well?
Yeah, but I know he got a good submission win, but
Roofy's just a stellar outstand, man.
Yeah.
I know. I was going to say exactly what you want to say. Yeah. But it's careful. That's a risk, isn't it? Like you put into a top 10 and he loses, you just lose all the stock.
Benoit Saint Denis would be a good match.
Yeah,
much harder.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see Roofy get. I keep saying Roofy, but it's Hoofy, isn't it?
Hoofy.
Hoofy.
Yeah, I want to see him get launched to the top. I want to see him as much as I can. That was a very exciting fight.
Yeah, I reckon a top 10 fight for him first, and then a top 5 fight.
Who's
and then
next?
Khabib versus Conor 2.0.
Yeah, that's what I'm keen to see.
We'll get to that.
But it's like a better version of both of them because Islam's a much better, more complete fighter than Khabib.
I don't think it's a 2.0. Khabib's, man, I would love to see. I know they never will and will never, but not everyone talks about this, and I think there should be more. So, Khabib and Islam fighting. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a fucking super fight? Holy shit. I hate all of them fucking Dagestani, fucking Makistani, fucking rats. But Islam is literally the epitome of an MMA fighter, man.
I think Islam loses that fight.
Against Khabib?
Yeah.
No, he's got too good at wrestling and too good at stand-up.
Khabib's fucking wrestling is just that one step above.
But then Islam's striking is tenfold better.
Yeah, getting caught.
Agreed. I agree. But we know Khabib has a chin. He can take those punches going in. He'll get Islam to the ground, and I reckon he'll just hold him there and just beat him. He might not get a sub against him, but I think he'll just punch into him.
Let's get that fight happening, lads. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Bring him out of retirement to fucking smack his brother. And Conor be a commentator. Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Get that security.
Look at this cousin fucker.
That was a bit weird, that accent. I don't know what it was, but
it was sound like Conor trying to do it. It's a cousin fucker.
Yeah. Next for Gaethje. Who do you think? I've got my opinion here. Islam.
But
Armin.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm saying Ilya Porter.
Oh fuck! And then I like Justin though. Like
I don't. You've always liked Justin. Jack and I never have.
Yeah.
Remember, man,
That's a
six,
banger
7
of a
years ago.
fight, man. That's a
Yeah.
banger of a fight.
Who? Which one? Armin and
No, Justin and Ilya.
yeah, I
I
think
do
that's
like it, but I think
because
Ilya will win that because he's just a much more technical striker.
yeah, get
He
him
is,
out.
but
Oh, but fuck, so's Fiziev, eh? Fiziev's a beautiful striker.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't
Gaethje
know.
gets in close, man, and he hits you with that fucking uppercut while he's got you wrapped.
He's good at that dirty boxing, eh?
Fuck
Real
yeah.
close, dirty shit.
Yep.
Like it's not dirty, but you know what I mean by
Like that
dirty. But
mad
he
uppercut
just
he got Fiziev with
yeah,
dropped
that
in.
uppercut and then
just had him
hooks
wrapped
like
in the collar. And,
So I
his
think there's a
swings. His
spanner in the
hooks are
works with
so
this next
small.
one. Who's next for Fiziev? Because I just heard a clip of him talking about going down to 145.
yeah. I thought about this. I don't think if he goes down to 145, I reckon a good fight for him because he's not he's outside of the top 10 in lightweight, isn't he? Or he's
I think
around the
he's in
top
there.
10 sort of region.
He's 11.
11. Give him someone like Josh Emmett or Arnold Allen at 145. It's
It's
a top
always
10 fight.
dangerous.
That's a striking battle. Like
It's
that's
always dangerous. I don't like when fighters go down. It's all right when they go up. I just feel like it's out of absolute desperation when they go down. And I've never really witnessed a fighter going down and being successful. Like you look at Jose Aldo, Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw,
Frankie
Dominic, like
Edgar.
that. Frankie, they always, I know, and it's just what that would do on your body because you're at the end of your kind of fucking spell and career in lightweight or middleweight or whatever it is. Your body just I've just never really witnessed anyone doing well.
Dan Hooker went down to 45 too, didn't he?
That's where he
No,
got
Dan
smashed the
Hooker,
most. He went up.
yeah,
Yeah.
he went up, man. He fucking went up. Same with Dustin Poirier, getting absolutely fucking smoked in featherweight, went to lightweight and become one of the fucking top dogs. Like I think that's a bad move for Fiziev. So
Yeah, Dan Hooker had a really hard fight with Edson Barboza. I don't know if that was at 145 or 155. I know Edson went down to 145. I just don't know the timing of that.
no, he fought him at 155.
Oh, did he?
Edson obviously went on to get smashed by other people, and he went down.
Yeah,
Dan
right.
Hooker just had a really rough start to his UFC career, and then out of nowhere decided to fucking be someone.
I'm just looking up.
And I loved it. I loved the guy.
It's hard not to hate him, mate.
So he's done
accent.
both. So before he went to the UFC, he was lightweight. He's done both, lightweight.
So just to clarify, I was right. Dan Hooker did drop down in 22 to fight at featherweight, and he fought Arnold Allen.
Yeah, right. Fuck, I can't remember that.
I told you.
Yeah, right.
And I think it was too much for him, so he went back up.
Yeah, copy. Yeah, right. So old fucking Hook man,
He's been around.
man, the Hooker, fucking went down to 145. I'm trying to remember that happening.
He started at 145, went up to lightweight.
Yep. And
So
then
he had
came
a
back
heap of
down in
fights. So
22.
he lost to Yair Rodriguez. He lost to Jason Knight. He beat Ross Pearson, Mark DeCasey, Jim Miller, Gilbert Burns. He fucking beat Gilbert Burns. He lost to Edson Barboza.
That was when Gilbert was at 155, though, wasn't it?
Yep. So he returned to lightweight against Ross Pearson, and then the rest of them are lightweights. So he beat James Vick, Ally Quinta, Paul Felder. That Felder win was a good one.
I was in New Zealand.
He loses to Dustin Chandler. He beats Nasrat Hakparast. That's always hard to say. Loses to Islam. Loses to Arnold Allen at featherweight. And then he's back at lightweight. Molly Wops, Claudio Puelles. Beats Jalen Turner split. Beats Mateusz Gamrot split.
Fuck, there are two good fights too as well. That fight against Mateusz and that fight against Jalen were just absolute peak Hooker.
Just a scratch.
Favorite to watch.
Yeah,
It's just
it was
a
the
scratch,
Jalen
bro.
one when he broke his arm, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, right. So man, I don't like him going down. To finish off on that, I don't like him going down. I don't think he's done the worst job in 155. There's got to be someone else there for him.
He's on a
give him to
3-fight losing
Dustin.
streak,
I
isn't
don't
he?
know.
He's lost 3 in a row for Zeev.
Yeah. Not firing. Kick him out.
Fuck yeah.
Go on.
Catch
Cut.
you later, cuz.
Get out. Oh, I don't even want to talk about this next one.
Yeah, who you got next for Alex?
Rematch.
Well, it has to be the rematch. It has to be the last two answer themselves.
I think heavyweight is done for him now until if he rematches Magomed and wins, I think it opens up heavyweight again. If it doesn't, I think he's done and dusted there. Because if he can't beat Magomed, how's he going to beat fucking Aspinall and John Jones?
But I never ever in my wildest dreams thought Alex Pereira was beating John Jones. And never in my wildest dreams did I think he was beating Tom Aspinall.
Mm.
I think to light heavyweight's definitely his zone, and I think he needs to face off with Ankalaev again. If he loses that, and it's very popular when you go for that instant rematch, you lose it again, and it's usually in a more of a horrific way.
Mm.
Yeah, he's looking like he goes back to the gatekeeper.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, he's 37. He might
Crazy,
retire.
isn't it? Well, without being the fucking bad guy, I reckon that's his best option. Rematch Magomed again, and if he gets it, probably look at retiring. And I know Dana hates people retiring with the belt, but man, the guy has literally done so much for UFC in such a short space of time. Surely they just go, yep, no, fuck it, retire a champion.
Buffer gave him the one and only.
Yeah.
That's huge.
There's only 3 people that have gotten that.
Only 3.
Can you name them, Matthew?
Who are they, Matt? You know.
Conor McGregor.
There we go.
It would have to be obviously Sharma, but was the other one Khabib?
No.
Who was it? John Jones.
The GOAT, mate. The GOAT.
John Jones, yeah. Well, I didn't know if it was John Jones or fucking Khabib.
Rightio. Next up, we got MMA news. Did you see this clip of Chito Vera?
Yeah.
Fuck me dead.
Fuck me. Cheeto's not the guy you want to fuck with.
No, fuck no. So he's fixing his car, just playing it now. This dude walks up with a machete. He just casually walks to his car, pulls a fucking shotgun out, cocks it. Oh, mate, drops a knife and fucks off.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking legend,
That's a different world, though, isn't it? A different world. Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Did you see that podcast he was on where he fucking the bloke was like, I've got a knife, what are you gonna do? And Cheeto just pulls up his top and goes, I just pull this out, man.
He's got a gun in his
got
waist.
a fucking Glock sitting in his pants.
Oh no, shotgun.
I'll just pull out a Glock and shoot you. Can't I don't give a fuck.
What do you do? You're sitting there working on your car, someone walks up with a machete, what do you do?
Oh, mate,
well, in Australia, we're fucked.
I don't know. We're fucked. We don't have guns.
Try front kick the gun or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd fucking throw something at him.
I reckon I'd have a pretty good crack at beating Usain Bolt's 100-meter fucking record, eh?
See, they're starting to bring in castle law, or they're talking about it for Queensland. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
What is it?
So you can defend yourself properly, and if you kill some cunt while defending your home, you're not going to get charged for it.
So Queensland are kind of ruling
anyway.
No, you can reasonably defend yourself without excessive force.
Oh.
So if you kill someone, you get done for manslaughter.
I had a solicitor break down self-defense one day, and he said to put it as lightly as possible, you're allowed to get hit 3 times before you can hit once back. And I'm like, what? Isn't that crazy? It's ridiculous. So you must think that it's just okay if someone walks into your house, you fucking kill them. Rather, you're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Especially if they go near my fucking daughters, man. Like, fuck. What?
Don't even say shit like that.
I hope they bring that into Queensland. Could you imagine some of the fucking little youth crime criminal cunts around here that break into shit and steal shit?
It sounds like you're going
to get fucked up, mate.
Queensland are leading the way, especially with the youth crime, the laws, the wands, being able to scan for knives, machetes, and all of that. It's coming, and we're slowly chipping away our privacy, and our own privacy, you know, for the good people. But it's just getting to a point where it's fucking. I'd rather give up my fucking personal rights to make sure that no one else is getting stabbed by these junky, fucking twisted mental fucks.
Little essays and
So, yeah.
Next up, we got Alex Volkanovski. Little sing along.
Earlier this week, you had some
Cause
unkind
tonight
words to
will
say about
be
his
the night
haircut.
that I
Now
will
you've seen it in
fall for
person.
you.
Do you still believe it's the worst hair in the UFC?
I don't think it was unkind words, you know. So I was just saying that, you know, you had the mullet at the back, and then at the front, it was just a whole different vibe. I started getting the, cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
Fucking funny, the crowd singing with him, eh?
Yeah, I love. He went with it though. He sung the whole. He sung the whole lot, and he didn't do a bad job. So shout out to Volk for being able to sing.
Legend.
Come on the podcast, you dog.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
I sent him a message. Actually, I sent him a message. I thought I had an opportunity to get in touch with him. He's a fellow St George Illawarra fan, so I went down a route of trying to get him, but I've had no luck as of yet. But lads, I will keep trying. Holy shit, will that be a day? If we
Who
get
the
someone
fuck
like
is this Matt Barnhill cunt?
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
brother,
messaged me
brother.
781 times.
You'll get a
months,
response
one-
eventually.
3 months, one podcast. 3 months, one podcast.
So I've got a tweet
Yeah.
here from Hoofy. So he tweeted this after his UFC debut in 24, and he retweeted it again after his win. So he said, "Let me send a nice message to Islam Makhachev. Islam, let me tell you, brother, I know you're upset with me because I knocked out your best friend. Enjoy your days as king because the new king of the category has arrived." So he retweeted that.
I just got goosebumps. I don't know about you lads, but I just got goosebumps.
So, yeah, shoot Hoofy as fucking high as you can, as quick as you can, I reckon. Let's see what he can do. And then we got a tweet from Mystic Mac, Conor McGregor. "What's up, Joe Rogan, my man? I messaged you. Are you looking for a guest on the podcast? I have a great one for you." What do you think?
Oh,
What's he wanting to get on there? Why is he itching?
Whoever said that underneath it, pathetic bastard, he definitely is trying to look for relevance.
That wasn't me, FYI.
No, I know it's Jack, but I have to agree with it. Like, it's a bit cheesy that he's doing that. But it's also, I reckon it will be the biggest podcast Joe Rogan's ever done.
I think he just wants to advertise bare knuckle, to be honest.
I can't deny it either that it'd probably be the biggest podcast that it would ever happen, like bigger than Trump. But yeah, he's reaching. He's looking for publicity. I don't know whether he wants just to get back in the good books with people and reach out to the viewers again and get people, you know, looking at him like they used to, instead of this coked out fuckwit that we all see.
Jittering little cunt.
Yeah.
He just is a coked out fuckwit now, man, though. I don't want to say fuckwit because he's still hilarious, but
Coked out rapist.
Security.
Fucking hell.
What about Alex Pereira, though? He got accused of rape, and everyone's like, "Oh, shut up, bitch."
Yeah.
No one believed
because
it.
Did you see her video, though?
Yeah.
It went for like 8 minutes.
It didn't help. She's like, so then he pulled my pants down and he put it in my ass.
And then he said,
the only time he
"Charmer."
spoke English was when he wanted me to help me put it in. I was like, oh my God.
He just kept saying Charmer the whole time.
Liar.
Charmer. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it will be wicked. It'll be wicked.
So next up, I got BJ Penn. This one's a bit hard to listen to, I think he's fully lost the plot. So I'll just play this now.
This is nuts.
What's up, Paul? Huh? Fuck you, cunt. Fuck you, what? You can only do this because you get the government behind you. Fuck you, get crazy. Fuck you. This lady right here, look at her ass and legs. She's acting like my 79-year-old mother. But she's not my 79-year-old mother. And it's interesting when you Google Lorraine...
So he goes on for a couple of minutes and he's like sharing his screen and that, and he's circling Google searches and shit. So he reckons that the government of Hawaii killed his brother and mother and replaced his mother with like an actor, and she sold his family mansion and all this sort of stuff and trying to take all his wealth. like you can hear how he was talking at the start. Like that's strong CTE, is it not?
Fuck, man, that's sad, eh? That is CTE to a T. Like you're believing things that aren't real. You've created this conception in your head that you believe is real, even though it's not. Just because your brain isn't fucking functioning or wired the way it used to be. Like, it's fucked, man. It's fucking genuinely sad.
Yeah.
So there's
you got to get in this fight game and you got to get out. Look, there's
not a
you
long
just have to
game.
man, fucking, and that's where Connor was so smart that he got. But I don't even know. Well, he pretends to stick around, but realistically, Dustin knocked the fucking head off him. Khabib, definitely, but he's the only fighter I know that I haven't witnessed get absolutely fucking pelted. Hey, everyone else, they just seem to want to come back like Cowboys trying. Oh man, I just don't know. You listen to shit like that and you think, why the hell would you want to come back?
CTE is fucking just such a scary thing too, because you don't know you have it. There's no diagnostic imaging that can assess whether you have CTE at this current time, and the only way they can see it is post-mortem, after you die, where they take your brain out, they slice it up, and then they look at it under a microscope and they see signs of it where there's actual deterioration of the brain. There's actually a really good movie called Concussion with Will Smith. Have any of you seen it?
No, I haven't, man.
Man, unreal movie. It sort of talks about the NFL players and everything they went through, about how like the older players were going through CTE, and he was one of the guys that was discovering this in these players, and it was to do with the head knocks, and he tried to fight the NFL to bring in new rules around concussion, and they just basically shut him out and ignored him.
Yeah.
I think things have since changed since that movie, but it's a phenomenal movie, and you can even see it in players today, like in the NRL, Matt, like with the new head injury assessments, if someone takes a serious knock, they're stood down for 11 days. Like that's the standard, like, and that's a good standard. It's a start, you know what I mean?
Well, you look at the Carl Webb, you look at Mario. Excuse me, sorry, it's definitely more prevalent, and it is sad because we scream and cheer on so many different sports where people are getting their head caved in.
Yeah, Brad said this earlier. It's for our entertainment.
Yeah, and
these guys are doing this for our entertainment.
Oh, they're doing it for money and supporting their family in a long-term scenario. But it's sad that there's just no money management behind so many, of these athletes that they have to come back and fight. Because if I gave you $2 million, man, you could retire 100%.
Of course, but Brad and I were talking about this just before, and we said there should be some sort of contractual terms for these fighters that the UFC should be implementing, where a certain percentage of what they earn has to go into something like a super fund, and then another percentage has to go into a medical fund for when they retire, because they've got no medical treatment after they retire unless you live in a country like Australia where you do get the medical treatment. Like America, you're fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're on decent money.
I think
like surely they can sort something out.
But it opens up too many fucking cans of worms,
How?
Oh, this money was chosen for the wrong super fund. It ruined me. This should have been here, and I don't know.
That's the choice of the fighter, though. Like, then it's not like this. The UFC's putting up a super fund. It's the fighters choose which super fund, just like we have to choose.
Yeah, I was going to say
how we do our own super funds. Do you know what I mean?
If that's the case, they need to be paid more, because like the managers take anywhere from 10 to like 20%. They get taxed fucking near 50%, don't they?
Depends where you fight. Yeah,
definitely Australia they get taxed 50%.
Yeah, it's a hard game, but yeah, CTE is real.
Rumored bouts. I only got the one that you added, Jack.
Oh yeah, I actually saw this. Who was it? I think it was. Oh no, it was at the post-fight presser. Dana.
Yeah.
He came out and he said everything's done on John's end. John Jones's end. His camp's happy, and they just need to set a date and venue for Tom Aspinall.
So he beats Tom Aspinall. What does John Jones do? He has to retire,
I
right?
think he should, yeah.
He has to retire. If he beats Tom Aspinall, there is no fucking question in this world that he is the best, the greatest to ever do it, and no one speak his name again.
Remember we had this argument about like what have you done for me lately sort of thing? I think that if he beats Aspinall, that excuses him to do whatever he wants. Because there was always an asterisk, wasn't there? There was a drug cheat. There was, no contests all around the DC fights and shit because of drug failures. And, that will not take away the asterisk, but it'll sort of blur it, if you know what I mean.
That's a good way of putting it. Definitely blur it. It will give people the justification to forget it and pretend it doesn't exist.
It's like, righto, John, you can go do your super fights, whatever you wanted to fucking do. Please yourself, mate.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I hope that's the case.
Do you think that there'll always be a little question mark or an asterisk
Of course.
about Francis?
Of course, yeah. I thought you were going to say about the drugs. So there's two asterisks. Yeah.
I'm just thinking like fight-wise.
There's
I
no
still want to see
fucking... Francis Ngannou is a scary dude. There's no fucking way he comes close to John Jones. No way.
What is the minimum, right? What is the minimum amount of money you would want to take a punch from Francis Ngannou in the face?
We just spent the last 37 minutes talking about CTE, right? So
what's the minimum?
500,000.
Nah, brother, keep going.
I would.
What do you mean?
That'd pay my house off, and I could sit there like a spastic in my house. No mortgage.
We'll have a bit more higher standards, brother. I'm 5 million. 5 million. I'm set for life, so if I'm fucked up,
half the fucking world, 98% of the world would do it for fucking 5 million.
Correct, because it's a smart.
I do it for 500,000.
Correct, and now you're down in the bottom 5%.
But I'm getting the fight. I'm getting the fight because I undercut all you.
Just stop and think that, brother. Think about that.
I'm getting the fight.
Like,
if we're putting in bids,
genuinely think about that. Like Francis Ngannou standing across from you in a cage, 4-ounce gloves, and he just gets a free shot on you.
No free shot. You said the fight.
It's a free fucking shot.
I'll stand in the octagon with him and fight for $500,000.
Oh, either way, he's going to knock you out.
Come on, get me.
Nah, you still get brother. And then he's coming over the top and following up. Just fucking
I had some pretty big scary people in my life, right?
No, you don't.
I've had some pretty big scary people in my life.
Not fucking Francis Ngannou.
Who's bigger
not
than you?
Francis Ngannou, but if it was $1 million to fucking have a minute round with him, I'd have a crack at the cunt. I'm not fucking winning, right? I'll tell you what, I'm Matrix, brother. I'm Matrix.
I'll sign up for the 3 5-minute rounds.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll sign up for 3 5-minute rounds, and I know I'll probably get knocked out in the first 15 seconds for 500,000. That's my bid.
I'd knock myself out, bro. I'd fucking go with the punch, like fucking Street Fighter.
I'm running across that cage and drop kicking him.
Yeah.
I'll probably bounce off him,
yeah,
and that's okay. But at least I tried.
Yeah. Just grab onto one of his legs and just hold on for your life.
He's shooting for his life.
Try and take down
anyway,
shoulder
that's
up.
a scary fucking
it is.
scary thing. But yeah, John Jones fighting Tom Aspinall, he wins. He's already the greatest. He does that, and he's cemented as shut your fucking mouth. No one ever talk his name again. He's and Tom. What does Tom Aspinall do? He loses, and then he's forever mind fucked because John Jones sails off, and he's forever the meh. You can have the heavyweight division now, buddy. I know you couldn't beat me, but meh. That's mental. Yeah, you're second best for the rest of your life.
I don't think Jones beats Aspinall.
I know you've said this, and do you know what? You're very educated in UFC, and it's very strange.
And I get a lot of fights very, very wrong. So,
you do put out some wacky fuckers, but Not
Would
like
you
this.
bet the podcast on it?
But I
Brad?
got a clean sweep. You know what I mean? Twice this year.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
you did,
fuck.
dick.
Yeah.
Look at this
Yeah.
cunt.
Two back.
Who
No,
the
I wish
fuck
I was
is
back
that
to back
guy?
clean sweep champ, but I'm just 2-time clean sweep head to head champ.
The double champ. He's double champ. He's double champ. I'll get you a belt. I'll get you a belt.
We should get a belt made up, And then I'm
Yeah.
not shipping it to Jack, but he probably won't win anyway.
Yeah. God damn. Shots fired.
I won last year. What are you talking about?
No, you didn't, cockhead.
Shut
and you
the
know
fuck
you didn't.
up.
Brad
You know we
fucked up.
did. No, we
I
did.
can bring the chat out,
You're a
brother. I
fucking
can bring the
liar,
chat out.
brother.
Wait, put your head in
Brother.
the fan. Put your head in the fan.
Brother,
Put your head up in the
just
fan.
relax. Relax, brother. You lost.
Moving on,
Just
boys.
accept it.
Yeah,
We
thank
got
you, Brad.
we got
Little
listener
bitch.
questions. So I threw out the bat signal to the jiu-jitsu boys. They sorted me out. So first up, we got Braden Ball. He said, "When do you think John Jones is going to stop ducking Aspinall?" We just spoke about that. So that fight's happening.
Braden, what belt is Braden? Is he a low belt?
He's white belt. He's just fresh with us.
I'm coming to get you, Braden. I'm coming to get you.
I'll have to
coming
teach
to
him
get
some
ya.
things.
Braden, don't be scared. He's fucking fat and he'll just lay on you.
I definitely don't think he's. Oh, no, it's hard because I think there was a moment
He's not
where.
ducking him.
Well, he
The
admitted to ducking
dialect,
him, man.
yeah, the dialect
Not
he started
really.
with when this conversation all started, it really did seem like he was ducking him. He basically said it's the harder fight. Why would I do the harder fight when I can do these
There was a
fights?
clip that fucking Brad put on our TikTok of me getting absolutely fucking smoked on YouTube because the guy said, John Jones come out and said, why the hell would I fight this young version, blah, blah, blah. And the guy in this YouTube comment section was like, yeah, because you didn't fight an old Rashad Evans and an old Rampage and all that. How dare we ask you to fight someone 8 years younger than you? You cock. And I'm like, yeah, mate, I got nothing. Sorry, champ. Fucking hell. So, yeah, I definitely think he is ducking, but he's weirdly been transparent with it. But now he's not ducking Braden, so... Yeah.
Next up, we got Damo. Who's Ilya Taporia going to fight next? I like our pick before, Justin Gaethje. If it's not
definitely.
Islam,
I think that makes so much sense, man.
If it's not Islam, and I think it should be Islam, because why the fuck would he give up the featherweight title? Like, that doesn't make sense to me from a business point of view.
Because you have to fucking... not everyone's Conor McGregor, right?
Did you see the tweet Ilya put out, though? He said, big news coming. It's going to shock everyone. Or something like that.
What could it be?
Well, the obvious...
175.
Heaps of people went straight to fucking Conor. But...
Oh, really?
Conor's not coming back.
Nah, Conor would... That would be absolute fucking...
yeah, after the
suicide.
weekend, though. After the weekend. You called it last week, didn't you, Matt? You said he's training in headgear. So he must have a fight.
Yeah, he's
so there's already got to be someone that's signed. And I just... Fucked if I know who
what would be more exciting than Islam, though? Because that's
the Conor fight,
I definitely don't think it's Conor.
I just don't know if Islam wants the fight, but I don't think he thinks Ilya deserves it. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think Islam wants it, but I think it's bad for Islam. I think he needs to stop fighting 145ers. He just needs to fucking go into his zone now and just... Yeah, I think Justin Gaethje, if Justin Gaethje beats Ilya, it's bad news for Ilya. I don't know where he goes then, but then I think Justin Gaethje then has a fucking pathway to another title fight. We haven't seen Gaethje Islam yet, so...
Well, Gaethje called for another title fight,
did.
After the weekend win.
He did, but I don't think he's getting that.
No, I think he needs one more, and I think that's... Yeah, you're right.
Ilya.
It has to be Ilya.
Yeah.
But Ilya already was training with headgear, so he must already have someone.
Yeah,
which probably means
Gaethje's not going to blow our mind. Like if he's tweeted out.
Yeah. And Gaethje got too many fucking punches to the face. He'll get fucking shipped up for a couple of months, so it can't be Gaethje.
What is it? Minimum 90-day suspension for?
Hey.
It's a minimum 90-day medical suspension.
Is it? Fuck. This is hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know, Damo.
Armin and
I don't know.
Charles both came out and said they don't want him.
I got me blinders on. I'm just thinking Justin or Islam. There's not much else that gets me
Yeah.
going.
Did you say Dustin?
Justin. No, I said Justin, didn't I?
You
Dustin.
said Justin. You said
Dustin?
Justin.
Yeah.
Justin. Jack, what's your name start with, brother? Jay.
But yeah, no,
Justin.
I don't want to see him fight Dustin either. Because what does that do for him? Like, I know Dustin's established in that, but he's going to retire, so there's no weight in that fight. There's no stakes.
Oh, I think if he can
Ilya-
beat Dustin,
yeah, but
I think if he
Dustin
can beat
beats,
Dustin, it puts him.
there you go.
Dustin's got some solid boxing.
Yeah, I think if you beat Dustin Poirier in the
Knockout
lightweight
Conor.
division, you're definitely someone, and it gives you some dough to work with.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I haven't really broken that fucking down, other than fucking Islam.
What about Max again at 155?
Nah, he fucking knocked out the unknockable
Ilya?
man in 145. Yeah, nah.
But
Nah.
that was at 145.
Yeah,
It doesn't get him anywhere, though.
No.
There's
That was
no,
at 145. They both fought at fucking 155 anyway, man, when it come to the fucking fight. So
Yeah, but like you're not draining as much, you know. It's different, man. It is different.
yeah, I agree with you, but
I don't
no
think it
one's
gets
been
him
able to
anywhere.
knock out Max, and he did. So that's just
close that book.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I would say Justin Gaethje or Islam would be my pick. And if it's going to blow your mind, the only thing that would blow my mind would be Conor McGregor or Islam.
So let me look at the rankings real quick. Do you think he could jump another weight division? Is that what's going to blow our dick off? Or
No. Oh,
I would love to see him fuck up Bilal. I would love that. Fuck Bilal.
oh, but dude, look at
The
how
security
small.
doesn't even know who he is.
Look at how small Volk looked next to Islam. And look at how small Volk made Ilya look. There's no way he's going up to fight Bilal.
They were about the same height. I think Ilya's just slightly taller. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there's just no way he goes up there. Look, I can't rule it out, but geez, man, they're big up there. They just take him
Bilal
down.
walks around at 190, man. Like,
yeah, you just lie on that motherfucker. You just, it'd be like having Jack Wetton on you. Good night.
so Damo's second question is, what's your pick for the next best Aussie MMA fighter that's up and coming?
Brother, well, it's not up and coming, but you know who it is. Fuck
the leg
off.
kick king.
I want to see Colby Thickness down with the thickness again. I want to see what he
I
can
think
do.
he was great. He was great.
And if we can just scratch
Tom
I know
Nolan.
your question. I know you said up and coming, but JDM, man, I think he's the next best thing for fucking Aussie UFC.
Don Giacomo.
Yeah.
Don Giacomo.
The Perth
Good
Punisher.
questions, Damo. Good questions.
Next up, we got Brad Croxon. So any BJJ athletes that can cross over into MMA aside from the Rotolo brothers? I'd like to see the Rodriguez brothers have a crack.
Who?
Nicky Rod and J-Rod.
Yeah.
I reckon Nicky Rod could.
Yep.
Definitely.
For the right amount of money.
Gordon Ryan could.
Do you reckon he would, though?
Yeah.
No.
You just need to learn.
No,
Man.
I don't think he likes getting punched in the face, and I don't blame him.
I know wrestling's not BJJ, but Brock Lesnar's a pretty good fucking blueprint. All you need to do is learn how to throw a couple of left rights.
CM Punk.
Go to no, brother.
CM Punk a good blueprint. He's a fucking wrestler.
Yeah, is he?
He was disgusting. He was disgusting.
I'm talking about Brock Lesnar.
Mickey Gall beat him.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. And then Mike, what was that dude's name? Mike.
Was Brock Lesnar actually that good though? Like I know he won the heavyweight championship.
He wasn't.
But
this is why I'm saying it's a blueprint,
he
Jack.
got destroyed.
He learned.
Fights. Frank Mir fucked him up.
Cain Velasquez fucked him up.
Cain Velasquez is the fucking a weapon.
Because they just taught him how to throw a left and a right, and then running for the fucking legs, man.
So couldn't get Cain down.
Nah. So if you're if you're brilliant at BJJ, like absolute primo, yeah, you just need to learn a couple of fucking
But that
combinations. And
didn't
then
work with Ryan Hall, did it? Like Ryan Hall
worked
got
for a little
fucking
bit.
smashed
Worked for
by
a little
Ilya.
bit.
Yeah,
He just
who
become a bit
mollywopped him?
predictable.
Wasn't it Ilya?
Ilya Tapoya, yeah.
Ilya fucked him up.
Yeah. Croxon's
He talked
second
a big game
question.
before that too.
Which female will Craig Jones fight in CGI 2? Let's see him. Amanda
Kayla
Nunes.
Harrison. Gotta be Kayla.
Oh, fuck.
Gotta be Kayla.
Kayla Harrison. And then we got Jez. What's your favourite Craig Jones competition outfit? Well, I think I'll just go with the Bulls one.
Rainbow Budgie Smugglers.
I like the Quintet Bulls one because it was a stab at Gordon Ryan, wasn't it? Something to do with all them rooting his missus or something.
Fuck, he loves to troll Gordon Ryan. It's so good, man.
There's a bit of
They hate
backstory
each
to that
other.
one.
He fucking calls him a little cuck boy sitting in the corner watching all these boys fuck your missus.
It's literally the DC and John Jones of fucking BJJ.
Jez's second question, he said, why do you think Alex held back from throwing punches to the head even though he stopped all the takedowns from 12
I
takedowns?
don't
The
think-
fear of the takedown.
I think he
fear of
realised
being taken down, even though he did such a good job at stopping it. I think the fear of the takedown really stopped him from throwing punches and made him focus more on the kicks to try and reduce that threat.
I think the game plan was kicks from the get-go and that he was implementing that game plan perfect. It just wasn't working. And then when he realised he was safe from the takedowns, it was a bit too late, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Strange. Gives you that feeling of fucking Volk walking backwards with Ilya, and it just had a different feel about it. From the get-go, you could tell it was different. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
So we got Tim up next. He said, if you had a blank slate to build the ultimate UFC fighter, what different fighting styles would you train them in? In what order? How would you layer the skill sets? So I reckon wrestling first.
I think Sambo first because you're getting strong takedowns and strong submissions. Whereas wrestling, you're just really getting takedowns and holding position. BJJ, you don't really do that many takedowns, or they're not predominant, and you're focusing on submissions there. So I reckon Sambo.
I think I'd go wrestling, boxing, BJJ, and then maybe Muay Thai.
I'd go Sambo, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, BJJ.
What about you, Matt?
Oh, lads. I tend to agree with Jack with the Sambo. I'm throwing Sambo, boxing. I'm going to leave Muay Thai to the side.
Brother, we can't deny Sambo's look at Islam, man. Look what he's done to these black belts in
Don't
BJJ.
talk about him, Jack. Don't talk about him.
That's where he's the funniest, Islam, when he's talking about other people's black belts.
Who give him his black belt?
We have to check this one.
Brother, brown belt.
Did you see the clip where they asked him?
Boxing, BJJ.
Maybe brown.
Did you see the clip where they asked Islam if he knew how to speak Portuguese? He goes, I eaty, I trainy, I sleepy. He's unintentionally super funny, I reckon.
I love the clips where they go, if you didn't know anything better, you would think Islam is Khabib's retarded brother.
Yeah, he's just sitting there with his mouth open, watching fights and shit.
It's fucking hilarious, eh? Fuck, it's hilarious. Oh, who's this one from? Tim
Seb.
again.
Seb. Sorry, boys. Seb, do you think the rules need to change to encourage more excitement? So he's talking about the fight on the weekend. Just sits up against the wall. I think they really need to fix that, like just holding someone against the cage thing. But yeah, should it be quicker to pull them away, something to encourage more risk? So both fights on the weekend, they were hesitant to engage in striking because they didn't want to expose themselves.
I'm torn with this question because I agree that they should change the rules and make it so they have to work instead of just holding them. But I also agree with Rogan's opinion. No, you got yourself in that position, get yourself out of it. Like,
Yeah.
you're in
Yeah.
MMA, like mixed martial arts. Know how to fucking get out of it. Like DC was saying, oh, Alex has got the underhook there. He needs to just turn him from the underhook side. And like, Alex wasn't doing it.
No. He was trying to get out
But
that
on the
other
other
way.
side,
So he was letting go of that underhook, and then he was grabbing the back of the head and spinning out. He kept trying to do the same one. That's what he was getting stuck there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like, I kind of agree with Rogan, but I want to see more action. So
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of agree with, making some sort of a rule where you have to do work, not just fucking hold them there.
Yeah, I'd rather let them go on the ground, but against the cage, when they're literally just pressing them against the cage and they're not doing it, maybe that needs to be a bit quicker.
Yep.
But it's such a strategy, man. Like, I think I get it. I totally get it. But you think about, you're in that fucking octagon, and your main fucking goal is to wear them down, stop them from hitting you. It's a lot of fucking work to get a big body up against the cage, hold them, use the knees. So it's boring. Watching Khabib do his thing was boring, but it's all part of MMA. So we just have to, as fans of the sport, as fans of the athlete, have to appreciate how fucking hard it is to get them into them spots. And you have to also appreciate how well they stop them from being able to get out of it as well. So it's boring to watch. They're fighting for a championship. They're fighting for fucking greatness. Sometimes it just isn't as exciting as we all want.
Hope we answered that as good as we could. Next up, we got Ben. Why is it hard to finish a rear naked choke in MMA? The gloves make it harder. I was actually speaking to Jaren about this the other day. It was part of the lesson we did. And, yeah, gloves make it a lot harder. He was saying that's why you see them go palm to the back of the head. He was teaching us to go back of the hand to the back of their head and feeding the arm in that way. And when we were doing it and drilling it, it was way easier to get that rear naked choke tighter when you had the back of your hand on the back of their head, not the way you see it in the UFC.
Yeah, I guess so. It's probably harder to hold that grip with gloves, obviously. But like, when you do go to grab a glove, because it's leather, you can get more of a grip on it to actually break the guard as well.
Yeah,
that would be I've never done MMA. Like, I've never fought in gloves, so I'm just grasping at straws here.
Yeah, I would assume
that's it. If there's any experts out there, hit us up on Instagram and let us know the actual reasons. Also, they're sweaty. They're getting punched in the head. Like, they're all factors, right?
Yeah.
Next up is Matt Stewart. He asked, if we went camping together and you woke up with $20 in your ass, would you tell anyone?
Thanks, Stewie.
Thanks,
Good
mate.
question, mate.
Getting to the meat and potatoes, these questions here.
Last time I went camping with you, cunt, you almost fucking killed me. So,
Jesus, you gonna
we're
elaborate?
not going camping, huh?
You gonna elaborate?
No.
Gonna expand on that story, mate?
Hell.
No. Well, Matt was out on the boat fucking fishing late at night with Nathan. And
that's when Nick Walker took off with fucking Nathan's car.
Yeah. And then, that's because we left Nick Walker behind. We decided to go for a drive. We hit a few bumps a bit too quick. Yeah.
Allegedly,
I would say.
So there's no alcohol involved.
None.
This anonymous one, I'm assuming, is Matt, or no?
No, that's not me. That's definitely not me. Anonymous. Why is Jeff so shit at betting?
Who was?
I don't know. Who is that? Reach out to me.
One of my mates sent it to me, and I just chucked it in there. I was like, "Fuck you."
So but Chris Williams says, "How's my multi for the week?"
No, we're not going to answer why I'm shit at betting. You guys aren't going to.
Just didn't want to tease you anymore.
I don't know. I just picked what I like.
You had a decent crack at me about my bets, mate. You're coming last. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're still a shit cunt, though. So.
Well, Chris Williams, your bets look fucking terrible, buddy. But I'm going to back you. Okay.
The ones that worry me are the Cody Gibson one, and definitely there's a where is it? Kevin Vallejos. He's picked what's his name? Korean Superboy.
Sun Woo Choi.
Yeah, Korean
Sung Woo
Superboy
Choi.
versus Kevin Vallejos. So I think this Kevin Vallejos is gonna win.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd pick a fucking $5.10.
I think that's a bit insulting though. $5.10. Korean Superboy fought a magnificent fight last time. And that wraps up the listener questions. Thanks again to the Jiu-Jitsu boys for coming through. Hope we answered them well enough. Unless you boys got anything, that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had one more question, but I don't even want to talk about it because it's a stupid question. But now I say it's a stupid question. So it was from Kane. He said, "Did anyone pick what Ankalaev what Ankalaev did?" And I was just like, "No, I don't think anyone in the world picked that." But
actually, that's not true. Jamal Hill did.
Jamal did.
That was salt, mate.
Israel Adesanya.
He is salty.
Round three.
Of course he's salty, but like he called it. He said, "I think everyone is underestimating Ankalaev's striking."
So I was nervous.
Put the pressure on Alex, backed him up.
I put a pretty big multi on. It was only $5, but it was paying $460. So I had Myron Santos, which I should have lost there. I had Bruno Ferreira, Joshua Van, Hoofy, Lemos, Bahamondes, Gaethje, and the last one was Alex Pereira. And I was going to cash it out, but I spoke to Jack first, and he told me not to be a coward.
Yeah,
so I let it ride. So I was going to cash out for 211. I'm like, nah, I can't be a coward. And then I lost.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Fuck.
And you would be sitting here telling a story, Brad, of cowardice.
Yeah.
Okay, so continue this. You ever try to cash out again, we will find you.
Yeah,
okay?
We'll call you.
You can't cash out, brother. You can't
bitch.
cash out. You can't cash out, brother.
Yeah. Let it ride.
Gambling.
Yeah,
what's it really costing you?
Yeah, think with your head, not your wallet.
You win some, you lose more.
You lose some. Yeah, that's it. Chances are you lose more. Look, sports bet, if you're listening, we don't mind a bit of fucking sponsorship, brother. We'll get everyone to bet. We'll get everyone to bet.
We'll get everyone on the house.
Sell your house and put it on a multi. Nah.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Righto, boys. Thank you very much for your time, and thanks for listening. Yeah. If you got this far, put a
cheers, everyone.
Flexing arm emoji at the end of it.
Yeah. Fucking legends. Thank you.
See you, boys.
See you, lads. Thank you, Brad, for setting this up.
No dramas,
cheers,
mate.
brother.
Catches.